Mega Evolution is back. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Mega Evolution has been back, and while it is true that these sets have been out for quite a while now, they are still releasing, and it seems like the whole upcoming thread of releases, presumably through the next year and a half, if Scarlet and Violet is anything to go by, are all going to be Mega Evolution based. And today we are starting with the Mega Brave set. We are actually opening the Symphonia at a later time. I believe that video is also live right now, unless something has gone terribly wrong or has happened to me. I cannot even begin to tell you how excited I am to open this booster box. I have been sitting on this pretty much since the release of Brave and Symphonia. And I've opened a few loose packs here and there, even a couple of the Inferno X, which has just recently come out at the time of this recording. And hopefully we get something better, because my pulls, they've actually been pretty decent. We've had a couple loose wins here and there. I'm yet to get an EX, which I think is kind of crazy, considering how the pull rates are supposed to be significantly better with these boxes than some of the previous ones. I don't remember the exact rates, but in some of the Scarlet and Violet sets, I remember that the pull rates for alternate rares, EXs, things of the like, were surprisingly high, or sorry, surprisingly low. And it's supposed to be better. So looking into these boxes now, it seems that the Mega Brave hit rates, and I'm assuming this is the same for Symphonia, I don't know why it wouldn't be, and the Inferno X that recently came out as well, but it seems like there is a 19% pull rate for any hit card, which is a super rare or better or art rare, and that a booster box guarantees at least one super rare, mega ultra rare, special art rare, 3 art rares, and 4 double rares. Now, I'm not entirely sure how those rarities line up to the actual cards. I don't know what is considered an EX. I'm assuming an EX is a super rare, and then a special art rare would be an alt or a full art. Mega ultra rare is probably the SIRs, but it's possible that I'm wrong. I'm not sure if they do it differently in Japan. But my pulls so far have been pretty decent. While there hasn't been any SIRs or EXs, I've gotten a few rares, which if you're unfamiliar, in Japanese are considered hits. Japanese cards, unlike the English, they only have 5 cards, and a rare is not guaranteed. That being said, I'm going to get right into these. Oh geez, the Japanese packages are so easy to open, but I am always terrified that I'm going to break something. I believe for Japanese it is 1 to the front. Get right into it. So we have a Solrock, Gimmighoul, Vulpix, Toxicroak, and I believe this is a new one. I haven't seen this yet. And at the very end we have... Oh, that is gorgeous. This, right after talking about it too, this is the first EX I've ever pulled from this set, and it is one of my favorite cards. Oh, that is nice. I'm not sure if it's showing up on the camera there, but there's even texture seemingly in the border now. And I believe that's new. I don't believe they previously had texture, but the colored swirls in that have some sort of texture in it. It's a little heavy on this side, but overall, back seems good. What an absolutely fantastic way to start off this video. This is the luck that we need. I just noticed, if in the background here, you can even see the rest of the Absol. That is fantastic. Straight into another one. I want to keep this going. Oh, geez. I love opening the Japanese packs. I think they're so much better and they're so easy to open, but I'm so terrified about ripping open those cards. I do have some scissors here. I might have to move to that. Wait. Okay. Here we go. We have a Lily's Determination. We have Young Goose into Gumshoes. I think that's correct. Young Goose. a Nuzleaf, a Knacklestack, and Gumshoes. Yes, this is the second one. This is the one that Young Goose evolves into. Let's do it here. There we go. That's a lot smoother. One to the front, flip it around. We have a Ninetales. We have a Score Bunny. These almost look actually like they're done by the same artist. They're not. The illustration is different at the bottom, but that interesting. The kind of like no outline storybook art style. Anyways, Execute, Onyx. Oh, okay. Straight into a full art. Okay, yeah. So people definitely seem to be right. The hit rate on these seem phenomenal, and that is a full art Gumshoes stalking a Rattata. This is why you do not go into alleys at night. I need to get in the habit of keeping my sleeves closer to my desk when I'm opening things. Is this going to get very tiring very quickly? 3 packs down, and we are still moving. Now the booster boxes, in Japanese, they have 30 cards in them. I think after this pack, I'm going to start cutting them. This is... Oh god, I do not want to damage anything good. I do not want to damage anything good. Okay. To the front. Around. We have, I don't know what that is. Like a jar of metal scraps, and what's probably like a zinc or a calcium or something if people have played the games. But it almost looks like those little marbles that you play Mancala with. Ever play Mancala? Raboot, Bulbasaur, Makuhita, and an Exeggutor. Ugh. I know I just said that I was going to cut them open with the scissors, but I'm been sitting on these cards for so long. Oh my god. Okay, one to the front. One to the front. Celebi, not a rare in the set. Interesting choice. I always think it's weird when they put the legendary Pokemon or the pseudo-legendaries as non-rares in a set. I understand that they want to probably add some diversity, and they hardly have bigger hits in this set. I know this is really focusing on the Mega Evolution right now. But, I don't know, for some reason Celebi, which is one of my favorite Pokemon, in fact, just feels like it should be shiny to me. It's weird not to... Ooh, that is a beautiful Fearow. Sabotage. Is this one by... No. That's a different artist, too. Oh, that is gorgeous, though. Love how fine the colors are in the background, but then the front colors on the actual Pokemon are so like bright, and they have really thick outline. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna have to look up this artist. If they do more things in this exact style, that might be a new binder that needs to be completed. All right, we have a Thievul, a Seedot, and we're already back into another full art, and that is gorgeous. Beautiful Exeggutor, very bright colors. I'm curious how many of these we're going to get. So it would be a shame if the front of this box has all of our good hits, or maybe we're just lucky. I'm hoping we're just lucky. All right, straight into another pack. Oh, I don't even understand how I mentioned. The one thing that we're chasing are those new gold cards. We've seen different versions of gold cards in different sets before, but the gold cards in this set are apparently some of the hardest cards to pull in the entirety of Pokemon's card releases, especially in Japanese, because I feel like the pull rates in Japanese are typically a little worse. I'm not sure how that translates to Mega Evolution in comparison yet, but the gold cards are the big hitters. I believe, I'm not crazy, Tyrogue, Spearow, Vulpix, Shiftry, nothing. I believe that those are already going for crazy amounts, even in Japanese. Now, typically the English cards are a lot more expensive because they are international releases. They're typically printed a bit more. I'm guessing more people can read them and more people play with them. But typically, the English cards go for a lot more. But even in Japanese, these gold cards are going for just hundreds upon hundreds of dollars. Got a Knackley, Tinka Tink, Tinka Tink, Tinka Tough, Tinka Ton, Tinka Tough, Tinka Tink, Shroodle, and a Steelix as our rare. Ready for another EX though. Want to see a little more of these new arts. Oh, I already caught a glimpse of Shiny at the end, and I think it's an EX. Maybe we're lucky it's SIR, but Volcanion, Sandshrew, Corphish, Seedot, and it is another EX. Perfect timing. I just need to keep talking about the EXs. I know I've been talking this entire time, but if I feel like every time that I've mentioned getting an EX is when they've been showing up. And if we're supposed to get 5, I want to get them as soon as possible so I can be sure at what we're looking at here. And yeah, this is the same. Not quite as pronounced as the Absol, but when these EX cards were initially revealed, I was a little skeptical about them because I feel like with some of them, when they're coming out of the picture like that, it's so compressed compared to the ones from the X and Y era that a lot of the Pokemon just look the same, or they look really obstructed by the effect. But you can't really tell in the screen prints, but when you look at the actual card, see if you can see there, you can see his little legs sticking out underneath. It's almost like this border isn't color, but where they keep the attack moves are it's like translucent, or it's like you're looking through those pieces of shiny film that you used to use in projects or school projects when you were a kid to make your own 3D glasses, like those old cheap 3D glasses. You can see the whole Pokemon, which makes them a lot nicer to me. And then that texture on the color is so nice. Into another pack. That was the smoothest open I think I've done. Oh, it's fantastic. Okay, we're getting the hang of it now. Now we are moving. Now we're moving. All right, we've got a water bottle full of metal. We've got Knucklestack, Numel. We just pulled your dad. Nickit. I love Nickit. I hate Thievul. Something about Thievul I think is just, it's just not it. And a Cinderace rare. That is not one that we have currently. And now we've pulled the whole line because we've already pulled a Scorbunny and a Raboot, right? Few more of these packs out here. There we go. Yeah, now we're moving. Now we're moving. One to the front, flip it around. Lieutenant Surge's Bargain, Sandslash, Scorbunny, Corphish, and Stonejourner. One to the front. Out. All right, this is some sort of warehouse, some sort of empty arena. Got a Krogunk, Bulbasaur, Young Goose, young Goose, and then Gum with the nice shoes. That's how we'll remember it. Prodont. I'm moving too fast now. I'm trying to grab from the box while we still have packs on the table. All right, we've got the Celebi, Onyx, Gimmighoul, Execute, Mawile EX. Let's go. Okay, this is a major win. This is one of the ones I was really hoping to pull. Mawile is actually one of my favorite Pokemon, and it has been so terribly unusable. And then when Gen 6 came around, they gave it the massive buff of giving it a Mega Evolution, huge power, and Fairy typing, and just made it instantly usable, as well as having a fantastic design. That is gorgeous. It is so shiny. And again, with the pink and the 2 heads, I do wish you could see a little more of the second head. It's kind of coming out of here. This is one of the cards where initially I was like, it looks too much like its regular form, at least in the way that it's framed. The Mega Evolution itself is not too bad, but this is gorgeous. And I love that pink and green, and the same thing, it has that grain texture in it when you tilt it. Not sure if it's showing up on camera, but it's almost like a rainbow grain, and it is gorgeous. Kind of insane as well that all of the EXs that we've received so far, if I can pull out Absol out from just this pile of trash and cards I've accumulated. All of the EXs that we've pulled so far are different, which is great, because if we only get a limited amount in this set, in this box rather, I believe that there's only 5 in the set, so we should have a chance at getting one of each of them, which I would really love to do for collecting purposes. I know some people just want as many hits as possible, and there are times when I get into that, like if I open this set again. Me personally though, I'm more in it for the set completion. Maybe later we'll do a stream or a longer video where we just try to get as many hits as possible. But for now, I'm really more interested in just seeing more of the different artworks and comparing them and getting my binder completed. Though obviously, if we were to pull a gold card, I would lose my mind. Tinkaton. This one's Tinkaton. I used this in my Scarlet and Violet playthrough and it was fantastic. This is another Steel Fairy type like Mawile and another one of my favorites. Knucklestack, Spearow, Tinkatink. Tinkatink seems like the tiniest one. Tinkatink. And Lunatone as the rare. This is one of the ones I pulled just in miscellaneous packs as well, so we do already have this in the binder. But this one looks a little more centered than my current one, so I may have to update him. Moving on to another pack. There we go. Oh, come on. Open.
I know they're in there. I just want to get them out.
There we go. We have a Spiritomb, Sandshrew, Nickit, Nuzleaf, and ooh. I feel like every time I do this, I completely break my flow. I start laughing like a maniac. 2 Spiritombs in the same pack. One of them is a full. This is our third AR. The other 2 were AR, correct? Right? The what are they called? Yeah, the Gumshoes and the Executor are both also AR. I'm noticing a trend here where a lot of these are darker colors with just a vibrant Pokemon in the front. They're using a lot of negative space. Like on the camera, this looks almost black unless you're holding it perfectly flat in the light, and then you get these little haunted forest kind of brown and greens going on. Get you in the sleeve, push your way in there. There we go. Careful not to mess up the edges. And straight off to the side with your friends. I'm curious if that's luck or if that means that we're just guaranteed more than I originally thought. I really should have looked this up ahead of time now that I'm thinking about it. And we have a Repel, Riolu, Vulpix, Graffiti. I think it's Graffiti. I think it's supposed to be like graffiti, but the way it's spelled in English is like graphii, like A-I-A-I. And I'm not entirely sure if it's supposed to be a pun or if it's based off of some animal that we don't know. Oh, okay. This is our first SR. These cards, unlike the EXs, I think look absolutely gorgeous just right off the jump. I love the outline of the original form as the shadow. I think it's a great way to use that negative space and add more color. And normally I'm not a fan of the 3D model Pokemon where they're just standing there. But unlike some of the earlier ones that we had in like Hidden Fates and Burning Shadows, which were some of the sets I was opening right when I started getting back into the hobby, these ones, the dynamic poses and the kind of effects around them make the cards just look so much more visually interesting. And I love that all of the secret art full arts for these match. They all have the same kind of colors and models from their EX forms, just better and with the previous one as a shadow. Eventually, I do want to create a set of all the new Mega evolutions. I'm not the biggest fan of Mega as a concept, but so many of the designs look nice. And the fact that all these cards and EXs match, I haven't decided if I want to do these or if I want to do the regular EXs yet. This is making a strong contender to use these cards in comparison. That just looks so nice. And the colors on it are more vibrant as well with that black background. I might have to go with these. I think my plan is I want to have one of each of these in the binder, and then eventually I want to get a duplicate of either the EXs or the full arts and create a whole a whole poster, some sort of UV glass, and hang them up in card sleeves. See what we can do. Let me get my greasy fingers off of this. And then we are going to slide you in there very carefully. Whenever these top loaders are tighter, I get so scared that I'm gonna mess something up. There we go. Oh, and just looking at this again, the centering on this seems really good. Maybe slightly heavy on this side. The top and bottom seems good, and there's no print lines. I don't even know how you get print lines on these textured cards, but I know a lot of old holographics really struggled with that. That is great. Oh, okay, we are moving. So I'm curious now, because I believe we're guaranteed one of those. I'm curious if that means that we've completely lost our chance to pull another one besides the item. And I'm curious if that takes the place of a gold card. I'm hoping that we can just keep chugging along and more hits will come. Solrock, Toxicroak, Seedot, Raboot, Goldango. Grab more packs. One more. Rip this open. And we are moving. Okay, now I've got the hang of these. This isn't so scary when you start ripping 30 of them back to back. We have Powerade, Sandslash, Gimmighoul, Nuzleaf, and Volcanion. See, now we're getting all the dud packs. We pulled everything good too early, and now we got to get all this noise out of the way. All right, so we've got Gumshoes, Corphish, Spearow, Sandshrew, Venusaur EX, Mega Venusaur EX. That is fantastic. Some of my favorite cards from this set are the art rares for the Bulbasaur line. I believe they're art rares or alternate rares. You get pretty much Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur, and all of the artworks line up. I would love to pull one of those. Oh, that is so nice. Straight into another pack. Oh god. Oh geez. Okay. Oh, I've completely screwed myself now, haven't I? Aha! Not yet. They tried to kick me out of the game, but they don't understand.
I am the game.
Alright, we've got the Fighting Gong, Krogunk, Miltank, Ivysaur, and another Crawdaunt. Let's grab a few more of these. How many of these do we have left? I think we've opened about 20, maybe? I think we should have about 10 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. All right. I'm going to move you out here. I'm going to put you guys over here. I'm going to get all this trash off of my desk. And see, I'm going to take U5. And I think we're going to save U5 for last. And what I think I want to do is I'm going to take all of the hits from those 5 packs and rip them back to back for a grand finale. And we'll see if we get anything good. Hopefully a gold card, or hopefully at least that last EX that we're missing. I don't know who... Oh, it's Lucario. He's on the packaging. Stonejourner, Makuhita, Thievul, Miltank, Repel. It'd be a real shame if we just get nothing else good in the rest of these packs. But I have faith that we have at least an item full art and another EX somewhere in here, ready to go. Goldango, Knackley, Execute, Yungoos, Yveltal. That is nice. The holographic isn't quite as bright as I would like. It's just kind of like a light mirror in the background. But the red against that black and purple background is so nice. That is gorgeous. Now, I already know that in the comments, someone is going to say that I'm not sleeving the holographics, the regular rares. I am just doing it at the end and off camera because I want to get through this as quick as possible. I want it to, I don't want to waste too much time, and so many of the ones that I have are doubles that I'm probably only going to hard sleeve the one that is going in the binder or the best looking one. And nothing, just a jar of metal. On.
Give me the gold.
Powerade, Riolu, Numel, Tinkaton. Hello, Future Gabe here. You are not mistaken. You did just witness me pull the most expensive card in the set and immediately proceed to drop it. I am aware that I am an idiot. I am aware that I scream so loud the microphone clips and that the audio for the next few seconds is less than ideal. I really appreciate you bearing with me. Sorry! So close to getting demonetized. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the I need to no, okay. I need to step away from the microphone. I'm having a very big feelings right now. But I need to sleeve the and the centering is nice too. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Please get in the hard sleeve, please. So you can still get gold cards, apparently, if you've pulled 3 art rares, 4 EXs, and oh, does this take the place of the item rare? Do we still get the? I'm out of words. These are the nicest gold cards I think they've ever made, and they have the rarest pull rate. Oh my god, and the whole background of that is rainbow and holographic, and the layering on it is gorgeous. Oh god, I can't, my brain isn't working anymore. We still got more packs to go. I don't know if we're gonna get, I don't think we're gonna get anything as good as this. I don't think you can get 2 gold packs in a booster box, and if you do, I think the odds of it are just so stacked against us. I think this would have to go on the display with the SARs. I think the SARs look better, and I think this Mega Hyper Rare, I believe that's what it is. That's the stage. Yeah, Mega Ultra Rare, I believe is the MUR there. 92 of 63, the last card in the set and the hardest one to pull. These have to go in the poster together. Oh god. You know what? Okay. We're going to do something different. I was gonna do the last 5 packs together. We've only got 2 more here, and I think we're at the end. So I think I'm gonna do, now that I've pulled that gold, is I'm going to put the Mega Lucario there for good luck. And I think I'm going to open these all together and just do all of the hits back to back. I believe we've completed most of the base set, and we will be opening these. Okay, so if it's gonna be 1 to the front, and then you are the hit. So I'm gonna put you right there where people can see you. All right. Open you. Oh god, and oh god. I am. Okay, so one to the front. My brain doesn't work anymore. I'm reeling now. Okay, we'll stack you guys together. Make a little pile here. Sorry, you can't see. It's just below the camera. But all of our hits are on this little stack here. Right. That is. Oh god, Okay, that's not a mark. That's just. That is absolute insanity. I don't know what to say about that. That is. We got a gold card in our first pack opening. The luck is insane. I knew there was gold in here. So I bought the Brave box and the Symphonia box together, and I completely forgot to mention, but I've been sitting on these since they came out, and I bought those 2 boxes together. And my friend and I were saying how we don't need to worry about the gold cards because the gold is already sitting in them. And the insanity of that actually being right in the first opening of the first Mega product that we open is insane. He's gonna lose his mind when I tell him, and he's super picky about the centering as well. So the fact that there's no print lines or major offsets, it's possible it's heavy on one side, and I'm just not in the right state of mind to discuss it, but or to see it rather. But the fact that it's in good condition too, like there's no damage. And to be fair, the Japanese quality control, I feel, is a lot higher. That's part of the reason I collect the Japanese cards, is even though they, did I just grab this from the one to the front? Then you, right? Did I do that right? Oh, I suppose we'll find out. Is insane. It's actually insane. All right, so we have a Garganacl, Sandshrew, Shroodle, Bulbasaur, Crawdaunt, Tyrogue, Yungoos, Grafai'i, Ninetales, Raboot, Execute, Nickit, Lily's Determination. There is a full art beautiful Lily's card as well that I would love to get. And I believe in Symphonia there's a Dawn, who's another favorite trainer of mine. Onyx, Numel, Seedot, Garganacl, Riolu, Gimmighoul, Shroodle, Executor, my brain doesn't work anymore, Knackley, Ivysaur, Tinkatuff, Lieutenant Surge Determination, Croagunk, Scorbunny, and the beautiful Bureau again. Okay. Work your luck. Give us some good pulls. This whole stack of 7 cards all have the potential to be hits from those packs we just opened, and I believe we are waiting on a full art item rare, another EX, assuming this doesn't take the place of those, and then we are going to hopefully get that Lucario as our final EX to complete the set, that full art item, and hopefully it's not one we already have. And anyways, right into it. We have a Dialga rare, we have nothing, we have Marshadow, nothing, 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 and a full art Fighting Gong, which I believe is not one that I already have. Wow. All in all, I think we did pretty well. I'm a little bummed that we didn't get that Lucario EX to round out the set, but I am not going to complain, because clearly the one that we got is much better and is also going to end up getting displayed at some point or another. That is insane. All in all, I think we did quite well today with our Gumshoes, Fighting Gong, SAR Mega Camprupt, Mega Venusaur, Mega Camprupt, Mega Absol, Spiritomb, Mega Mawile, Executor, and of course, Mega Lucario EX, the gold card, the thing that everyone is chasing. Thank you guys for watching. This was absolutely insane. The Mega Symphonia box should be up on the channel as well. That should be next in the series. Please give it a watch. Let me know what you think, and we will see if that other box truly has gold in it as well.